Well, hello, St. Louis, and welcome to This Week on STL. It's the weekly rundown of events happening in and around St. Louis. And this is for the week of Monday, November the 18th, and it's brought to you by our good friends at Abusi Maselli Insurance Agency. They work with professional, commercial, life, and health insurance. They've been in the business for 40 years, and Tina's waiting on your call. So give her a call today, 314-832-6667. As always, it's Rick Anthony on board here, and we start the week with something that actually continues from last week, and it's something very important this time of year. It's the St. Louis International Film Festival, and we start off with a guest, Chris Clark from the St. Louis International Film Festival. Now, Chris, this started last week, but there's still a lot of things going on this week. Can you tell us about some of them?
There's just as many exciting things as the first weekend. The big ticket item, of course, is the Oliver Stone JFK event on Friday the 22nd. That, unfortunately, is already sold out, but great buzz around that. The night before, we have a documentary called JFK, A President Betrayed. That's a documentary about bad things that happened to the president, a lot of backstabbing and political maneuverings during his presidency. We have some big guns for the end of the festival. On Sunday the 24th in our main theater, the Tivoli, we have a great film that people may not have heard a lot about, but it's going to be a huge crowd pleaser called One Chance. It's about Paul Potts, who was like a Susan Boyle-like character who won one of the British I've Got Talent shows or one of those similar things. But he was worked as a journeyman electrician or worked in a factory or something. But he was an opera singer, and a great one. It'll be one of the sleeper hits of the entire festival.
All right. Thanks again, Chris. Anyone wants to find out any more information about it, the best way to find so is the website,
cinemastllouis.org.
An exciting time in St. Louis, the St. Louis International Film Festival. Also something going on Monday night at 7:30 right at Busch Stadium. Soccer returns to Busch. Argentina takes on Bosnia-Herzegovina. And this might be one of the preliminaries for what we're going to be seeing next year at the World Cup. The 2014 World Cup is next year. Soccer in St. Louis, why not? Kicking off Tuesday night and running through the 1st of December, it is Sister Act. You saw the movies? Now see the musical. A variety of performance times, too. Tuesday through Saturdays, there's 8 p.m. shows. Thursdays, a 1 o'clock show plus an 8 p.m. show. Saturdays at 2 and an 8. Sundays at 1 and 8. So there's opportunities throughout the week to find a time for you to see Sister Act. The Sheldon presents the St. Louis Ragtimers. It's actually Tuesday and Wednesday. Ragtime music has always been one of my favorites through the years. After all, we've got the Scott Joplin House right here in St. Louis. And if you've ever been on a riverboat, hey, this ragtime music was so prevalent during the 1920s and 1930s. The St. Louis Ragtimers at the Sheldon. 10 a.m. performances Tuesday and Wednesday. On Tuesday at the Chaifetz Arena, they're getting a lot of big-name acts at the Chaifetz Arena. How about Selena Gomez and her Stars Dance World Tour 2013, along with Emblem 3, that is a Tuesday night performance at 7 p.m. Then right down the street, something I wish I had tickets to, the 2020 Experience World Tour of JT, Justin Timberlake in town. Boy, I'll tell you one thing, this kid continues to impress me. I don't want to like the guy, but I sure do. Justin Timberlake, the 2020 Experience World Tour, Scott Trade Center. I'm pretty sure that's going to be sold out. Wednesday, if you're a fan of the Food Network like I am, you know this name, Ree Drummond. You see her show called The Pioneer Woman Cooks. Well, she's got a book out, and it's called A Year of Holidays, and she's going to be in town for a book signing. She'll be at Left Bank Books downtown at 321 North 10th Street. This is a sold-out show. I can understand that. Talented cook, talented lady, also a great photographer, Ree Drummond in town. Making a return performance in St. Louis at the Old Rock House on Wednesday night, the wonderful Leon Russell. I remember many of his great songs, Lady Blue and Tightrope. He'll be in town Wednesday night, 8 o'clock. The SLU men's basketball team will be in town for a couple of games this week. First off, they take on Oral Roberts Thursday night at the Chaifetz Arena. It's a 7 o'clock game. We say good luck to the Billikens. Friday, November 22nd, kicks off the 44th annual Way of Lights Christmas display at the National Shrine to Our Lady of the Snows. I know I will be out there that night to do some filming. Go before it gets crowded. I've heard lines that last as long as 2 hours to get in there. It is spectacular, focusing on the birth of Jesus Christ, and it is a unique celebration with wonderful Christmas lights, a 1.5-mile drive through 1 million lights, the 44th annual Way of Lights Christmas display going on through the 4th of January. Friday night, St. Louis's very own The Urge returns to town. The Point, 105.7 The Point, brings The Urge to the pageant. Invite you to come check out some of the homeboys. A few seconds ago, we mentioned the Way of Lights. Also going on through the same time frame through the 5th of January is the Garden Glow at the Missouri Botanical Gardens on Shaw Boulevard. It's wonderful, wonderful display of lights. Great thing for the kids. It is very spectacular. Saturday night at the Hyatt Regency Hotel downtown from 5:30 to 9:30 is Whiskey in the Winter. It's the second annual one. It's spectacular. 200 different whiskeys from all around the world. An opportunity for you to really test your palate and also test your checkbook. A lot of great whiskeys from all over. Be sure to check that out. Saturday night, I think this guy is my favorite comedian now. And plus, I grew up not very far from him in Northwest Indiana. Jim Gaffigan will be at the Peabody Opera House. He's a talented guy, very, very funny. He'll have you in stitches. Be sure to check it out at the Peabody Opera House. Right next door at 7 o'clock, the puck drops for the Blues as they take on the Dallas Stars. We wish them well, and go Blues! As I mentioned earlier, the St. Louis Billikens have a couple of games this week. Saturday night, 7:30 at the Chaifetz Arena. They take on Bowling Green, so we wish the Billikens well. They play Oral Roberts, and they also play Bowling Green this week. Go Billikens. Sunday at noon, the Rams come off their bye week to take on the Chicago Bears. That'll be a good game. At the Edward Jones Dome, noon kickoff, the Bears and the Rams. We wrap up the week in spectacular fashion. Like I mentioned, the Chaifetz Arena is getting a lot of fabulous acts. Check this out. I don't think they come much bigger than this. Sir Elton John will be at the Chaifetz Arena, 8 o'clock on Sunday night. Wow, that'll be a nice intimate performance with one of the greatest artists of all time, Elton John, Chaifetz Arena on Sunday night. Wow, there's a lot of good stuff this week. I'm definitely going to have to check that out. I might have to hit rewind a couple times myself so I don't forget what's going on this week all around St. Louis. For this week on STL, I'm Rick Anthony.